Good evening, Bulldog family. I am Kimberly Terry Whitfield, one of the proud assistant principals at Tri-Cities High School. This evening, we have our entire administrative team here with us, and we are going to share a couple of updates with you about universal remote learning, our device deployment, student services, attendance guidelines, make sure that you know how to check your students' attendance and grades in an Infinite Campus, give you some updates on Title I, and of course, show you how we are prepared to receive your students face-to-face on September 21st. We also have an introductory video from our interim principal, Dr. Jesse.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Al Jesse, the interim principal here at Tri-Cities High School. We welcome you back to hopefully the most exciting educational experience you've ever had. We're here to help with any concerns that you may have as we work through this pandemic. Please let us know. We're here to work together for the success of our children. Thank you so much and welcome back to Tri-Cities.
Good evening, Tri-Cities High School. This is Mr. Bonds. I'm so great to see you guys or be with you guys tonight. I want to give you some quick and brief information as it relates to universal remote learning and our Surface devices. Right now, I want to commend all of our students and family for your awesome engagement. Currently, engagement is high and we want to keep it that way. Whoop, whoop. I want you guys to know that currently we are asking teachers to give you 1 to 2 grades a week as assigned. 1 to 2 grades a week. Now you might get more work, but you'll be graded on 1 to 2 grades per week. Those grades will be based on mastery, not on completion. Graded and based on mastery, not on completion. As of right now, we've given out over 1,212 devices. So I want to give a big whoop whoop and shout out to the device team, led by our device coordinator. Students and parents and family, I want to remind you that when you have device questions, concerns, or when you need IT help, you must call that help desk service number. That number is 470-254-2300. Again, that's 470-254-2300. Well, Mr. Bonds, what happens if I call Tri-Cities? We're going to say, please call that help desk number at 470-254-2300. Students, I am so looking forward to seeing you guys as soon as possible so that we can have an awesome school year. Peace.
Good evening, Tri-Cities. All right, really quickly, just want to talk to you about student services. My name is Jackie Jones, and I am the 9th grade counselor this year. So up on the screen right now, we have a list of all the counselors, their assignments, as well as our social workers and our graduation coach. This information can also be found on our website that I'm going to show you really quickly. What we're asking is that you all bookmark our website. We are putting information up there weekly as far as things that have come across our desk for seniors, scholarships. So scholarship information, homepage right here has different college fairs, virtual college fairs that are going on that you can get great information at. And it's never too early to start looking at this information. If you all want to if you all want to, as a 9th grader or 10th grader, see what you need to do in order to be, hold on one second. Sorry, guys. No. Okay, so please stay connected. Right here has all of our links and then our remind codes for you all to join your class reminds. The most important information you're going to receive is most likely coming from Remind, so make sure that you are on. Okay, I just want to show you this really quickly. Tri-Cities High School academic success. We have information on here, dual enrollment, class of 2024, my class. Here is our page. Any important information that I have will be listed here as well. Oh, is it not? Okay, so please let us know if you need anything. Also information, social emotional support. We have information here as well. Reach out to us. We are here for you. We miss you and can't wait to see you in a very few short weeks.
Good evening, parents. How do I go on to the next? I just got answer. I don't see anything. Oh, there. Good evening, parents. My name is Dr. Kemi Pokwala. I'm the curriculum assistant principal and the 10th grade administrator. This evening, I will be sharing with you some of the things that we've started and what's coming up in the pipeline. One of those things that is coming up is Pride Time. Our Pride Time will be a time for remediation for our students who need it, enrichment for our students who have mastered the standards. This will be time for clubs, activities, intramurals, or if you're interested in the SAT, ACT prep, this is of course going to be on about your student choice. So look out for the information through your teachers on when to make your choice for Pride Time. Pride Time would occur on Tuesdays only, and we will begin this on October the 6th. So that would occur in that time from 2:40 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Now, we started SEL in August when school started. We will continue SEL because we understand that there are still emotional needs for our students, so we will continue SEL. We continue to talk about your social emotional well-being and providing mutual support for you as well as your parents. Now, when we start Pride Time, SEL will then move to Thursdays only. Right now we have SEL on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so now SEL will move to Thursdays only. Let's talk about attendance while we are in URL as opposed to what will happen when we come back face-to-face, which is our traditional attendance. Right now, you are counted as participated if you attend class synchronously. That means you logged on to class, or you completed an assignment, or you communicated directly with your teacher. So then you're marked participated. Let me say this. Your teacher does not mark you absent from virtual learning. This computer marks you absent from virtual learning when you don't participate in any of these three ways. That means attending a synchronous lesson, communicating directly with your teacher, or submitting an assignment. So that's what happens while we're right now in universal remote. When we come back face to face, the traditional attendance will be taken for all grade levels during each course every day. So there will be no virtual attendance marked on those face-to-face days. Parents, I need to talk to you about Infinite Campus. As a parent myself with a student in Fulton County Schools, it is important that you have access to Infinite Campus. This is our parent portal that connects you to our school and all the information that we have about your student. Now, depending upon your setup, you will receive information on attendance. Every time your student is marked absent in a class, you will receive information. Grades, every time a grade is entered for your student, be it an actual grade or a missing grade, you will receive notification. This is the way we will communicate report cards and progress reports to you, as well as any notification about schedule changes will be communicated to you via Infinite Campus. This is so super important as we all try to navigate our new normal. So how do you access Infinite Campus? The first place for you to go, parents, is to go to the Fulton County website and click on Infinite Campus. Now, if this is the first time you're logging in, you will require a one-time activation to create your user ID and password. You must be the parent or guardian of record in order for you to activate an account. Once your identity is verified, you'll be then asked to provide the following information about your student. Your student's first and last name, student ID number, date of birth, and grade level in order for you to set up your Infinite Campus account. Now, if you run into any issues, we'll be more than happy to support you. You can email your grade level assistant principal, or you can email the parent liaison, Ms. Floyd.
Good evening, parents. We have started doing Bulldog parent newsletters. This is an example of one of our teachers' parent newsletters. This is updated either weekly or bi-weekly, but you just go to the Tri-Cities High School website to access these so that you can see specifically what content's being covered, as well as what assignments your students are responsible for on that day. So to get to it, there's directions on how to do that we're going to go through. And the video is not working. Awesome. So all you have to do is go to the Tri-Cities High School website, scroll down, you'll see large banners. And there's one that says parent newsletters. You'll click on that, and then you'll click on the content that you want. So if it's JROTC, click on that, and then you'll see the teacher's name and a link for the parent newsletter. And for the most part, they all look like this. So it should be user-friendly and easy to read. If you have any questions, I will put the directions on how to access these in the chat. And on to Ms. Floyd for Title I information.
Good evening, Tri-City High School family. I'm Ms. Floyd, your Title I parent liaison. We also have a bilingual community liaison here at our school. It's Ms. Carlos, and we're here to assist you. We just wanted to make sure that you know that you can contact us for access codes for the parent portal, as well as other situations if you may need our assistance. We are here to help you. I also wanted to let you know that we are a Title I school. So with that, we do heavily engage in family engagement events. So we have certain ones coming up, for instance, annual Title I parent meeting. We have our math night, ELA night, technology, our parent workshops for our EL parents. And we also have transition workshops and much more. For those of you that were with us last year, you know that we like to have you working with us. You are our parents. Therefore, we're here for you as part of a Title I school. We also want to let you know that parents, we do rely on your feedback. With that being said, I do ask that you please go to our website. Currently, right now, we are doing Your Voice Matters, which is part of our Qualtics. And basically, we need your assistance in putting together our parent compacts, as well as our parent family engagement plans. So please, parents, go to those websites, go and please, please, please answer those survey questions. We need your assistance in order to make sure that you are involved with our school. So once again, I'm Ms. Floyd, your parent liaison. Thank you, and thanks for joining us.
All right, parents, very soon you will receive a survey from the school district where you can select your choice for face-to-face instruction or if you want to continue in the universal remote environment. Of course, we hope to see you soon and that you will return face-to-face. Those of us who will be in the building starting September 21st, all adults and students are mandated to wear a mask, practice social distancing, and of course, we're already cleaning and preparing and disinfecting the building every day. You will see here that phase 3 has been accelerated to September 21st. And students, when you arrive on campus, all car riders will enter the atrium or the gym lobby entrance. Car traffic this year is one directional. Students who enter through the gym lobby or gym parking lot will enter the side where Jefferson Park Recreation Center is, and then exit through the Dairy Queen side. All visitors will enter through the atrium, and everybody will be temperature scanned when they enter the building. Students who arrive late will enter through the atrium and go directly to the attendance window to check in. Assistant principals will meet with parents and guests in the front office conference room. And parents, we strongly encourage you to make appointments with us via email or phone call so that we can best meet your needs appropriately. Bus riders, everybody, when you enter Tri-Cities High School, all high traffic doors will be propped open so that we don't have to touch anything. Buses will unload one bus at a time to prevent gathering. Staff will be on duty to ensure that students are moving and social distancing. And of course, signage will be posted throughout the building saying no loitering and no hanging out. Student drivers, you will park again this year in the gym lobby, gym parking lot, and you will enter through the gym lobby. If you arrive late, students, you will park in the gym parking lot and have to walk all the way around the building to the atrium entrance. So make sure you arrive on time.
Good evening, Tri-Cities High School's parents. I am Ms. Favors, the 9th grade administrator, and I will be speaking to you about what's most important when we return face-to-face, and that is facility cleaning and safety. Here you see that we have signage, and we also have sanitizing dispensers that have been placed throughout our building. Our environmental service staff have been working very hard to make sure that our building is sanitized and safe for your return. We will be sanitizing high contact areas often throughout the day. Our custodial staff or environmental service staff will ensure that high contact areas are cleaned on a scheduled basis. This includes our restrooms, interior and exterior door handles, the rails, vending machines, which I think that we are not going to be using at this time. Lockers and are going to only be for CTAE, magnet, and athletes. And our teachers will use the district provided sanitizer to wipe down those high contact areas in their classrooms. As Ms. Whitfield mentioned, we will have the doors propped. Our interior doors, when available, those high traffic areas will be one directional with appropriate arrows and signage. The doors will be propped using door stoppers to minimize contact. Face masks are required. All students are required to wear face masks. Our faculty and staff will also be wearing face masks. And again, we only have lockers for CTAE, magnet, and athletes. Any guests that are entering our building, we are asking that they wear masks as well. The appropriate signage will be posted on our doors. And so we are asking that everyone that enters our building wear masks. If a staff member or student starts to exhibit COVID-19 symptoms, we do have an isolation room that has been designated in our building. Our school nurse will be the first responder for that room. And water fountains, there will be no use of water fountains. So students, we ask if you are returning face-to-face that you bring your own water bottles. We will not have water fountains for your usage. The water system to those fountains will be cut off to ensure that there's no usage. And we will have Coach Miller coming up next to talk about what our day would look like.
Good afternoon, Bulldog family. I am Coach Miller. I'm your athletic director here at Tri-Cities, and I'm here to discuss just a little bit about the way we will transition throughout the building on a daily basis. We will be on a staggered bell system, which means that all the bells won't ring at one time, and we will sometimes dismiss and release the hallways by walkie-talkie. And you'll also be able to hear those famous words, don't be late, be great. Don't be late, graduate. Don't be late. Tap somebody on the shoulder and tell them your graduation day. We'll be on the staggered bell system this school year. Also, we ask that while you are in the hallways that you abide by the rules of the road. We're going to ask that all students follow the green arrows and remain on the right side of the hallways as they proceed throughout the hallways. And then we're going to ask that you do not walk where you see the red X's on the sides that you see the red X's. All of our we will close off our cross hallways in certain areas to prevent any right angle turns and traffic. No lockers will be in use this year. Students will have 10 minutes to transition to class, and K-Hall will be a one-way hallway along with the other cross hallways, which means that if you have a class on the L and M hall, you will release into the gym lobby parking lot, back through the gym lobby doors, and back down the K hallway. K hallway traffic will only go one way. Does anyone have any questions? Thank you. All right, so lunch. All of our lunch considerations are as follows. There will be no dropping off of any meals of any sort at any time. So parents, please send your child to school with the lunch. Do not send Uber Eats. Do not send any meal deliveries to the school. We will have 5 different lunch periods this year. Students will be called down via the walkie-talkie or the intercom system in order to be dismissed to lunch. Students will be given disposable containers, and they will possibly take them back. They will not take them back to the classroom. They will be eating in the cafeteria where we have prepared the cafeteria for social distancing. Pertaining to large group gatherings and assemblies, pep rallies, things of that nature, we will utilize our large gathering areas such as our theater or our gymnasium or our stadium area in order to host large group gatherings if we decide to have them. The dance and dressing rooms are managed by the teachers, and social distancing will be enforced. In our large group areas, those areas will not exceed about 165 people at any time. And we will have directional arrows and tape and signs posted. As it relates to athletics, are you ready for some football? Or are you ready for some volleyball? Our first volleyball game will be on September the 15th at 5:30 in the gymnasium as we take on Creekside High School and Banneker High School in a tri-match. For everyone who attends the game, there are some strict protocol that you must follow. I will go over those in just a second. We will also have our first football game on September the 18th at 7:30 here in the stadium. So these following guidelines apply to football and softball and any other sport here at Tri-Cities. All ticket sales for football will be digital at gofan.com, and the ticket sales are $8 for every individual. There are no student tickets for these games. If you are going to the volleyball games, it's on GoFan, and those tickets are $5. Parking on campus for the game is $5. No tickets will be sold at the gate on game day at all. So we will cut off ticket sales on game day at 10 a.m. And if you do not have a ticket purchased by 10 a.m. on game day, then we ask that you do not report to campus at all. The online ticket link will expire, as I just said, at 10 a.m. on game day. And to gain entry into the game, you must press and redeem your ticket on site. So once you purchase that digital ticket, it'll ask you to redeem it. Please do not redeem your ticket until you are on site here at the gate. Our game day safety check, and I'm going to put on my good glasses so I can see the fine print. All game spectators will have their temperature checked at the gate. All game spectators will be asked to wear a mask while they are on campus. All of the spectators will be subject to the COVID-19 screening questions that will be on a sign at the gates. Our campus security will utilize the direct metal detectors to screen all of our spectators. We will not allow any book bags or extra large purses into the stadium at all. No weapons are allowed on campus at any time. The stadium bleachers will be marked off for social distancing purposes. We will mark off every other row for available seating purposes here in the stadium. The staff, you can follow the direction of the staff for seating of your families while you're in the stands. And the student section will skip every other row, and the students must be 6 feet apart while that section is being used.
All right, parents and scholars, thank you for joining us tonight. Before we close out, I think we forgot to remind you that if you need assistance with any of your classes, please reach out to your teachers. We want to see all of us succeed as we're in this universal remote moment. So reach out to your teachers if you need assistance and if you have questions. Also reach out to your grade level counselor and administrator if you need any help. Thank you again for joining us. Parents, please take the time to use the link or QR code that is listed on the slide and give us some feedback about your needs and feedback about tonight's curriculum night. Do you have any questions? If so, please type them in the chat and we will be more than welcome to answer them as best we can.
Attendance errors have been made even when a student has done all 3 steps. What happens?
Great question. So the way I interpret that question, the student has attended the class, has participated and completed the work, and they're still marked absent. Help us help you. Just email your teacher. You can copy your counselor and Ms. Wright, the attendance clerk, will troubleshoot and correct the attendance, but you do have to email your teacher because the teacher is the only one that can verify and change the attendance after the day has gone by. But just let us know and we will correct the error.
Is face-to-face mandatory?
Face-to-face is not mandatory, but we would appreciate seeing our Bulldog family. We miss you all. But you will receive sometime soon a district survey where you can let your preference be known.
How will children get water throughout the day?
Great question. So even though the water fountains will not be accessible, we do encourage you all to bring your own water bottle. And we really encourage you to use the vending machines because we have drinks just for a very low fee. And as part of our PBIS initiatives, those who earn points for being their best selves, you may even earn a Bulldog water bottle.
Are freshman students given a day to walk the building prior to returning face-to-face?
I wish that were possible, but because of the social distancing and not allowing visitors into the building, unfortunately, we will not be able to do that. But I'm very sure that our very creative athletic director and our very creative ninth grade administrator and counselor may be able to give you a virtual tour of some sort.
Students who are just enrolling into the school, are they allowed to join any sports such as football?
That is a great question, be it that we are seeking and searching for as many athletes to participate in our programs as possible. The answer to that question is yes. You are allowed to participate in football. They are practicing and the games start on next week. But if you're just enrolling here, you can email me at Miller, M-I-L-L-E-R, the letter K, and the number 10 at fultonschools.org. And I will make sure that your interest gets to the appropriate coach, and then they will be contacting you.
There's a couple questions that I'm going to summarize kind of into one thing. And it's talking about, when do children go back to school? When do they go back face to face full time? And what does that look like? If y'all go to the Fulton County Schools website, it has all the information about what returning back to the school looks like.
Again, parents and scholars, we thank you for joining us tonight. Everybody be safe, and we'll see you soon.